What's going on, guys? So in this video, we're talking about an Armaf clone. Part of the Club de Nuit line, one that had a ton of hype when it came out back in 2020, because it's supposed to be the cream of the crop when it comes to clones of Creed Silver Mountain Water. And I finally got my hands on it, been spending time with it. My wife can't stop telling me how good I smell when I do have it on my skin. Wife absolutely adores this scent, and I think I have to agree with her. It's actually very well done. Of course, we are talking about Club de Nuit Sillage from Armaf. Stay tuned. Now, moving into this scent, I'll have the notes on screen for you guys. It has a resemblance of notes to Creed Silver Mountain Water and also a resemblance to Xerjoff Mephisto. I find there's a little bit of both in the note breakdown. And it does have a little bit of a hit of Xerjoff Mephisto. I mean, I have a decant of Xerjoff Mephisto right here, so I'm very familiar with the scent profile. And that's much more citrus and floral, whereas Silver Mountain Water is more inky and I guess you could say a bit more metallic, to be completely honest, and a little bit more musky green in the dry down. This leans more towards Creed Silver Mountain Water, though admittedly I did actually smell this side by side with Xerjoff Mephisto, and there's just as many differences as there is similarities. Out in the air there's more of a similarity than testing side by side on skin. But it's pretty close with Sillage for sure. I mean, with Creed Silver Mountain Water for sure. It opens up with a big blast of metallic citrus at the top. The black currant doesn't give it much of an inky vibe. It's a little bit. It's not as much as Silver Mountain Water. It's just a little touch of it. So the similarity and comparison for that portion of Creed Silver Mountain Water is definitely there. It starts to settle in. It's a bit more watery and aquatic because there's a violet leaf note that kind of helps give that watery feel to it. That airy, juicy fruit, citrus type of freshness. The violet leaf kind of enhances it. You do get that soapy, fresh floral tone from the rose and the iris, though I don't really smell any rose. It's more so the iris than the rose. And as it starts to dry down, it's definitely got a nice shower jelly type of feel from the ambroxan and this very clean musk. You do get a light hit of this herbaceous kind of green feel, even though it doesn't have the tea note that Creed Silver Mountain Water has. You can still kind of pick up a similar vibe, though not one-to-one. Like I said, this is more of a cross between Mephisto and Silver Mountain Water than an outright clone of Silver Mountain Water, though it does lean more to Silver Mountain Water. So I know I've mainly been basing this scent portion of this video around the similarities to others, but if you just look at it as an individualistic fragrance and not compare it to what it's cloned from, it smells amazing. If you like metallic citrus, that's what you're going to get in the top, and it stays for a long time. If you're into that metallic citrus type of smell, that cold, wet steel with this, just juicy fruit citrus, a variety of it. You have bergamot, lemon, lime. You got a variety of citruses here. And it's got a nice watery appeal. If you like stuff like that, you're probably going to like this. Not top tier quality when it comes to the scent profile and the quality of oils used, but not that bad either. It does lean a little more synthetically sharp because, like I said, it's very metallic, but that actually works in its favor. It's a joy to smell. It's a joy to wear. It's actually my scent of the day at the recording of this. It's a very lovely fragrance. I have to say I was not necessarily pleasantly surprised, but more impressed with how it smells overall versus what I anticipated, because I have several other clones of Silver Mountain Water. Banana Republic Metal Rain is a fantastic example. Even as much as, a sub $10 super cheap take on it with Al Rehab Silver, for example. That's a more floral and watery take on the Silver Mountain Water scent profile. So I have a lot of ways to smell like the fragrance. But this kind of eradicates the need for the rest for the most part, other than maybe Banana Republic Metal Rain. I may have to do a comparison video between the two to kind of settle the debate, because you can get that one for cheaper than this. This performs better, but they both copy the fragrance and also have subtle differences to kind of make them their own thing at the same time. I know this was a bit wordy and a bit long for the scent portion as compared to other individual reviews that I've done recently, but I had so much to say about this fragrance. But overall, the moral of the story is I'm very impressed by it. I love the way it smells, and my wife absolutely loves the way it smells. Now, in regards to performance, this thing shines. It is a loud fragrance, and it lasts a really, really, really long time. 8+ hours easily. More so in that 9-10 hour range before it even starts to get really weak on my skin to where I would consider it bordering a faint skin scent. So 8 to 10 hours can be expected from this fragrance. Longevity is no issue in my experience. You're going to pay in the mid-30s for this. I grabbed this from Kingdom Fragrances for $34 or $36, something like that. And that's kind of in the realm of what you can expect to pay from most discounters online. Some a few dollars more, but that's kind of like the low end of the spectrum on what you can expect to pay is right around the mid-30s. And you're getting well above your price point in performance, because the projection on this one's actually very heavy, bordering filling a room in the first hour. Like, this is really, really loud. My wife can smell me from across the room every time I wear this. And that's usually within the first hour that this situation will happen where she smells me. And she loves it every time. Obviously, I've stated that a few times in this video. So guys, I'm telling you, if you're looking for great ladies' reactions, in my experience with my wife, this stuff is really good. But it reaches out and grabs. It definitely has that ability to reach out and grab. This is one of those captive type of freshies that has the performance to really pull somebody in from the distance. So projection is in the heavy side in the first 1 to 2 hours for sure. Then as it starts to settle in, it's more of a moderate sillage. This is on the slightly stronger side of scent bubble and trail. This stuff has some power to it. It has a nice aura that, again, just like with its projection reaching out, once the projection calms down, the sillage still has the ability to grab as you walk by for several feet. I mean, I can't give you an accurate measurement on what the length of the trail is, but I can tell you it does linger and it does have some power to it. That's why I'm going to go ahead and rate the sillage in the moderate range, above moderate to mild, which a lot of fragrances I've been reviewing lately have been falling into. This is definitely on the stronger side. So if you're looking for a great performer and you're looking to pay less than 40 bucks and you're into freshies, this is very difficult to beat because the scent's great and the performance matches it perfectly because the performance is great. My final thoughts on Club de Nuit Sillage. This is even better than I thought it would be. I knew it was going to be good. I was confident it was going to be good. I didn't realize it was going to be this good, that I was going to like it this much, and I absolutely did not see it coming on how much my wife was going to enjoy this scent. So obviously that gives it bonus points. When your significant other is really digging a fragrance, it makes it, especially if it's one you already really like, it makes you want to wear it more. You're going to get more mileage out of it, more use out of it, and overall more enjoyment. You're going to get more enjoyment when your significant other, the person you're around the most, really likes what you're wearing. So that kind of helps this one's grade. I think it's great. This is a great fragrance through and through. I think Club de Nuit Sillage is a freaking 8 out of 10 fragrance. This is really good stuff. It's better than a very good rating. By itself, if my wife had not given me the type of feedback several times now, the way she has, it probably still would have been every bit of a 7.5 out of 10, which is a very good rating. That's bordering great, but it gets that extra half a point push because my wife enjoys it so much to really push it into that higher tier of my fragrance collection, because I only have so many fragrances that I would rate an 8 out of 10 and above. Because as a lot of you know, I don't do 10 out of 10, so a 9.5 out of 10 is a 10 from me. That is the highest rating you'll see me give. So that's a very short list of fragrances that I think are just fantastic. And believe it or not, Armaf Club de Nuit Sillage falls into that. That is my thoughts and feelings on the hype train known as Club de Nuit Sillage from Armaf. The hype is real in this one, people. My experience for myself, my nose, the way I think it smells coming off of my skin, as well as the way my wife feels about it on me, it's very hard to beat for the like 36 bucks I paid, 35 bucks, whatever it was for this fragrance. And until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have this, love this? For my Scent of the Day post, I saw several people happen to be wearing this, at the same time as me. It's popular for a reason. This is really good stuff. I think this is a little bit better than Milestone, honestly. And Milestone's a great version of Millesime Imperial. It's a really good clone, and just judging it on its own, it smells great, performs well. I think this is a little bit better overall. I think I'll wear this that much more. I didn't get this type of reaction on Milestone from my wife. So that, like I said, that definitely helps. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Sillage in the Club de Nuit line from Armaf and you give it a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.